Thank you for watching my videos on cooking and exercise demonstration. My main goal is to educate you and to provide you with a healthier alternative. The greatest gift to me would be if you achieved a healthier and physical lifestyle. And the point of this disclaimer is not to scare you, it's just to let you know where I got the information from. The bulk of the information came from these three books: Miracle Red Superfoods That Heal by Tony O'Donnell, Superfoods by Stephen Pratt and Kathy Matthews, and Fight Back with Food, a Reader Digest version. All these books can be found at your local bookstore. I suggest you go pick them up because I've only given you a little bit of what they can provide as far as information wise and health. And if there is any more questions I can answer for you, feel free to email me. My contact information is on the website. Thank you again. Hello all, I'm Michael. Welcome to Cooking with Mikey. Before I get started cooking today, I want to take time to tell you why this show is different from any other cooking show. It's different in two ways. Typical cooking shows on TV, they cook with a lot of butter, a lot of fat, a lot of trans fat. That's not healthy for you, and that's how I'm going to differ. I'm going to cook a lot healthier than they do. On top of that, I'll cook a lot of vegetables, and I'm going to tell you the nutrient information about each vegetable and what they can do for your body. Each show will run like this. There'll be a protein, whether it's chicken, turkey, steak, tofu, stuff along that lines. And then you'll have vegetables, at least 2 vegetables for each show. And then at the end there'll be the dessert, which won't be a baked item, it will be fruit. And I'll provide the same information that I did for the vegetables as for the fruit. Okay, today on tap for this show we have pork ribs, Italian zucchini, eggplant. What you see here is a combination of fruit, a couple different juices, because the fruit portion we're going to make a smoothie at the end of the show. Okay, first on tap here, we're going to be the ribs. We're going to start marinating them. I know what you're all thinking, ribs are not that healthy, and I agree, but I like to eat, I'm Italian. So life is best in moderation, and that's how we're going to approach these ribs. The amount of ribs I have here, I will show you in 1 second, is not for one person. This should be for around 3, maybe even 4 people. Each person should be about 3 to 4 ribs. Now, I'm going to marinate these ribs in olive oil, black pepper, and sesame seeds. I learned this method of cooking from my old boss. He's an Italian chef from Italy. If you actually do live in Arizona, you can have the chance to go to his restaurant. There's a lot of great food there. You even find miscellaneous items like pasta, olive oil, stuff like that. Name of the place is called Andrioli. Anyways, a lot of times Americans associate ribs with barbecue sauce. But barbecue sauce is very unhealthy for you. It has a lot of sugar and a lot of sodium in it. So, unlike barbecue sauce, olive oil is very good for your heart. It's very good at clearing the arteries so you don't get any clots, any potential heart attacks. And then we're going to add black pepper here in a second. So the black pepper is strictly for flavor. Unlike the sesame seed, actually has a healthy fat in it, and it's also very good for your skin. Let me grab a fork real quick. Alright, stab it here so we can get these seasonings to soak in a little bit. The key to cooking meat, I'm going to cook these ribs on the grill. You want to be able to make sure it's at pretty much room temperature. That's the meat, that is. Because when you put it on a hot grill, if it's cold, it's going to stick to it. So part of your meat will stick to the grill, and you don't want that at all. Alright, so we got sesame seeds on this side, black pepper, gently. I'm going to do the zucchini first. We're going to get a pan out. Some aluminum foil. Along with the meat, these vegetables are going to be made on the grill. So the key for these zucchini and eggplant, you want to cut them kind of at the similar thickness. You don't want them to be a different thickness because they'll cook unevenly, and some will be mushy and some will be tough. That's not what we want. Well, first we're going to wash. Quick wash here. Right. Now, the reason why I chose zucchini today, it's a very nutrient-rich vegetable. It's got a lot of vitamin C in it, which is good for your immune system. Keep away those nasty colds. On top, it has a lot of anti-cancer properties about it, which means it will fight off, well, the bad cancer cells that could form in your body, particularly when it comes to prostate cancer. So guys should be eating a fair amount of zucchini so you can avoid any possibility about getting prostate cancer. Now, as far as cutting the zucchini, kind of slivers like this, so you can lay them on top of your grill, and they'll cook pretty quickly. Now, eggplant, it's a very kind of tricky vegetable. You can't just come home and cook it. If you do that, if you just decide to saute it, you're going to taste a bitterness taste, because eggplant is very bitter in its natural form. So you will have to soak it in salt water. But since we're grilling it today and we're dressing it in garlic, olive oil, oregano, and pepper, there's not really a need for salt because those flavors really will overbear any of the bitterness that may occur. We will put a little salt on it right before or right as it hits the grill, just in case, but typically won't be necessary. Now, eggplant is very, very high in antioxidant properties, which means it rids the body of free radicals. And why do we want to rid the body of free radicals? Because those are the cells that damage our bodies and actually make us age. So as much as possible, you want to eat things that have very high antioxidants. On top of that, it has a lot of fiber, so it promotes regular digestion, which in the long term can prevent any colon cancer to occur. I need to chop this garlic. Whenever I chop garlic, I always think of my dad. Ever since I was a little kid, he always told me, if you eat garlic when you eat meat, you'll be okay if the meat was bad, because garlic will kill everything bad in your stomach. And to be honest with you, I've never been sick from bad meat, so maybe there's some truth to that. But on top of that, garlic is actually good in assisting in blood clotting. So when you get a cut, you won't continue to bleed. It will help that. On top of the blood clotting, excuse me, this last piece, it's powerful enough to prevent tumors from occurring in your body. It also has antibacterial properties. Let me get this last piece off. And when you're cutting garlic, you kind of don't want to chop it when it's kind of round like this. Push it down, makes it a little easier to chop. You can kind of put it together, chop it so. Don't worry about the size of it on this thing. It doesn't need to be very, very fine. It's just going to go on top of the eggplant after it is
E la luna a mezzo mare, mamma mia, mamma redari. Figlia mia, cudai a dare, mamma mia, pensici tu. Se ti rugna lo chianchieri, tu vai, dove nella sasizza a mano teni. Se ci picchia la fantasia, ti sa se sia figliuzza mia. E la luna a mezzo mare, mamma mia, mamma redari. Figlia mia, cudai a dare, mamma mia, pensicci tu. Se ti rugno fruttaiolo, i vai, i viene, lo cicciola a mano teni. Se ci acchiappa la fantasia di ciccioli a figliuzza mia. E la luna a mezzo mare, mamma mia, mamma redari. Figlia mia, cudai a dare, mamma mia, pensicci tu. Se ti rugna lo pomperi, i vai, i viene, e la pompa a mano teni. Se ci picchia la fantasia, poi ti pompi a figliuzza mia. E la luna a mezzo mare, mamma mia, mamma redari.
Okay, so the vegetables are done. They're covered with tin foil to make sure they're still hot. The ribs I put in the oven. Reason being because if you try cooking them on this grill outside, it would take too long. So they're going to be in the oven for about 20 minutes, about 360, 365. After about 10 minutes, pull them out and cut them individually, put them back in the pan, put them in the oven for the next 10 minutes. They'll cook a little quicker. In the downtime, I'm going to show you that fruit berry smoothie I was talking about. Now this smoothie I typically will make after I work out, and there's two reasons because of that. One, it contains a lot of fruit, or fruit contains a lot of sugar. And after you're working out, you want to raise your insulin levels because then you recover faster. So that's the first reason. Second reason, there's a lot of great things that go into this smoothie that are very healthy. First, I add sunflower seeds. Now sunflower seeds have a good fat in them. It's also very good for your skin. Second, I'm going to add oats. Oats are very good for lowering cholesterol. They're also a complex carbohydrate, so they're going to give you sustainable energy. Next are my two fruits. I have frozen blueberries and frozen raspberries. Now blueberries, pound for pound, have the most antioxidants in them compared to any fruit or vegetable. They're very good in preventing memory loss and improving motor skills. The raspberries, along with antioxidants, are very good to act as antihistamine. So if you have allergies, you might try eating some raspberries, might make your symptoms go away. And last to add to that are these two juices I have. This first one, it's called Green Goodness. It's also known in Naked, I think it's Superfoods, Green Machine or something like that. It just has a lot of servings of fruit in it. Be careful because there is a lot of sugar, so you don't want to put a lot in there. There's even stuff like wheatgrass, spirulina, broccoli, supposedly in there. This is goji. This is a berry. It's either pronounced goji or gogi. You can find it in the store. Don't put a lot. It's got a strong taste to it. But the good thing about goji berry, it's very good for your immune system. There's a lot of vitamin C in it, and it's also good for your skin. There's a study shown that people that eat goji berry in their diet consistently or regularly, their average expectancy for life is around 100 years, as in for an American it's only about 77. So that's why it's important to have all these things. Oh, those smell good. Oh yeah. Yeah, get your move on. Alright, now here's the best part. Now it's time to eat.